Today we're going to talk about black people, more specifically, representation when it comes to black hair in video games. Now, if you ask me, hair is one of the most important parts of being black. To me, it's an important part of our culture and a way for us to express ourselves, especially with how versatile it is when it comes to styling it. Afros, waves, dreadlocks, braids, twists, curls, wigs, and so many other hairstyles, in my opinion, are an important part of black culture. So when it comes to video games, we want to express that in the characters we create or play as. But for as long as I can remember, representation of black hair and character creators wasn't the best at all. Now, in terms of black characters, I'd say video games have gotten that in the bag for a good while now. It's mainly the hairstyles that a lot of game developers mess up on, especially when character creation was still a somewhat new concept back in the 2000s and even a good part of the 2010s. Every now and then you could get a good one like Def Jam Fight for New York or something, but that game was heavily involved in black culture anyway. I'm talking on a more broader scale. Games such as Fallout 3 in New Vegas, Elder Scrolls Morrowind to Skyrim, or even the 3DS Pokemon games. I remember being younger playing games like this and trying to find different hairstyles for my character, but a lot of the time, there weren't many, if at all. A lot of games with a character creator when it came to black hair only included a big ass afro with no variety in terms of the length of it, or either a trash ass fade or a bald #1 cut with a fucked up hairline. For a good majority of character creators, it's been like this for years, with little to no variety on what you could choose. Now, once we get closer to the current 2020s decade, we do get a little more options in terms of customization. Games like Animal Crossing New Horizons and Cyberpunk 2077 gave some pretty good options for black hairstyles, but still nothing too crazy in terms of the number of options you can choose from. Plus, at least there's a lot of black characters that still have pretty good hairstyle variety. But this is also around the time we get to this shit. This is where we get to a period of time where it seemed like the only black hairstyle these game developers even know about were these dumbass comb over dreads. There is so much variety in the ways you can style dreadlocks, but they decide they want to go with this shit. It's not even that the hairstyle is bad, it's the fact that it's been overused so much to the point where it seemed like it was the only black hairstyle that was being used. They gave this shit to Eddie Guerrero from Tekken, Echo from League, Seer from Apex Legends, Miles Morales in the Insomniac Spider-Man games. That one especially pissed me off. We go from this clean ass fade to this shitty ass bum ass $30 haircut that he got the nerve to try and show off in his nasty ass Adidas sponsorship suit he decides to pull up with near the end of the game. I'm getting ahead of myself. Truthfully though, like, come on now. They could have given this nigga waves or something, man. And this goes for the character creators too. Don't think that was safe either. I definitely say this was an annoying time to be a black person playing video games, because obviously we would want to see more of our hairstyles and culture represented, and not just one singular style or maybe like 2 other styles if we're lucky. It was cool when Michael B. Jordan did it, but it's time to wrap it up. But thankfully, for the most part, they did. As of recent years, slowly but surely, we are starting to see more and more games include way more black hairstyles being represented and included. Even some character creators locked in a bit when it came to black hairstyles, and even when it came to making black facial features. For example, Fortnite. I don't care what anybody says. Fortnite unironically has some of the best black representation I've ever seen in a video game in recent years. Especially when it comes to hairstyles. You got some clean ass black men and women with so much variety in their designs and hairstyles, which is what us people in the black community have been asking for years. As I've mentioned before, even character creators have gotten better over the years. I haven't played it yet, but for what I've seen of Baldur's Gate 3's character creator, it got so much customization in terms of black hairstyles and features. It's honestly really great to see. Even games like Monster Hunter World and Wilds have been really great with black character customization. I mean, just look at the character I made for my playthrough of Wilds. There are still some pretty rough ones though, such as Elden Ring's customization. Not saying that the customization itself is bad, but in terms of black hairstyle or features, it's pretty bad in that department. So there's definitely still work to be done, but we are definitely seeing a positive shift when it comes to black representation in hairstyles in games and character customization, which is really refreshing and genuinely great to see. Hopefully things continue to get better like this over time. but we'll just have to wait and see. Speaking of things getting better, I surely hope game preservation does get better over time as well. See, if you want to see my stance on that and physical games, check this video out on screen right now. Happy Black History Month, and also let me know in the comments what games that you personally feel do black hairstyles and representation very well.